It's a hockey stream on episode 552 of the VIG Lounge, where the Pittsburgh Penguins are playing the Florida Panthers at home yet again for some reason in one of the weird of many quirks in the NHL schedule this year, as is every other year. But that said, the Penguins had a huge win in the first meeting, putting up 10 goals in this playthrough and 9 goals IRL, so video game-like numbers for both against the Panthers. Can we do it again and tame the two-time Stanley Cup champion, or will the Panthers show that they've got plenty of claws and scratch their way to victory? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to the Pens and Cats here on the VIG Lounge. And Sidney Crosby wins the opening draw, and we're underway as the Penguins are in their third jerseys today. Shot in front, rebound! Couldn't get it to go, and now Crosby gets it along the wall. Gets it back out to the blue line. Carlson lets it rip. That goes off his shin pad. Penguins get it back. Now, who's starting for the Pens, for the Panthers? Is that infamous Felix Black? Because I still don't know why we don't have Tarasov or Bobrovsky. This is just absolutely bizarre. So I'm thinking they must have been traded for some reason. Tkachuk with a chance, and Shilov's made his first save. As the Panthers had a little bit of sustained pressure. Sidney Crosby dumps it back in. Around the wall. Penguins pop out, trying to get a shot away, and Erik Karlsson won it up to Igor Chinakhov. Chinakhov trying to dance his way in. And that pass was picked off by Matthew Tkachuk. Sam Girard just knocked Tkachuk off the puck. What a good hit that was. Getting all of his shoulder into the super pest for the Panthers. Now Mikkola gave it away to Malkin. Malkin's got a partial break. Denied by the Panthers netminder. Nice move by Shea, just waiting. Oh man, Shilov's under siege. And Artie was able to come up with some great saves there. As these fickle fans are chanting, "Let's go Panthers." So let's try and change that, if we can help it. Mantha fires, denied by the Panthers netminder. Back out to the blue line, St. Ivany lets it go off the pad. Now they're chanting, "Let's go Pens." See what I mean? Fickle. Absolutely fickle. Blake Lizotte carries in for the Penguins as the fourth line looks to go to work. Blake Lizotte got it knocked off the stick. Here's A.J. Greer bringing it in for Florida. Connor Dewar carries it in, fires, rebound for Achari at the side of the net. The former Panther had a great opportunity as well. Fires on the other side, couldn't get it to go. And now Samaskevich. Puck collected by Wotherspoon, rolls in on Subban. So they're starting with the same goalie in both games of this back-to-back for some reason. I guess maybe because he got pulled halfway through, that might be why. Doing a lot better, I will say, than meeting number one. Yeah, so we're down to under 5 minutes to go in the first and don't have a goal yet for either team. Brian Rust looking to try to change that. Couldn't get the shot off. Puck collected behind the net by Crosby. Crosby pops out front, denied by Subban with the left pad. Beautiful defensive play by Parker Wotherspoon. He'll send it in. Collected along the wall by Malkin. Malkin with a fly ball, he scores! Machino cashes in at the casino! And the Penguins lead 1-0 late in period number 1. I, of course, got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. Pittsburgh gets the first goal and are on top 1-0. Save made by Shelovs. Definitely the Panthers seem to have really come to play as well. They're doing a lot better in terms of generating shots than they were in the first meeting. Girard with a chance, handled by Subban. Girard's got it back. Tried to get it to Clifton. And the puck gets out of his reach. All the way down to the pen zone. Collected by Clifton. Tried to get it to Cheetahkov, but knocked off the puck. And Aaron Ekblad is able to get an icing. Highlighting Malcolm Subban. Yeah, that's great. He's faced 11 shots and made 10 saves. That's how that works. That is not an edge stat. That is a basic stat. Evgeni Malkin wins the defensive draw. And the puck goes off of Girard, and that'll do it for period number 1. The Penguins, with a late goal from Malkin, have the lead 1-0 after 20 minutes. There's a shot of the goal. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 11-7 in favor of the Pens. Hits 14-5 in favor of Pittsburgh. How is my passing percentage that low? And we're actually winning in faceoffs. That is remarkable. 2-1. I don't know how long that's going to last, if at all, but I will take it. Being on a net positive for the faceoffs. A 1 draw by Malkin and a 1 draw by Crosby. You have the Penguins in front there. No penalties to speak of as of yet. We'll have to see if that'll change in period number 2. Either way, 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's see what this second period has in store, shall we? And the Panthers tie up the faceoff dot, winning the opening draw here in the second. But the Penguins got the puck. Sidney Crosby has it. Spinning off the wall. Gets it back to Carlson. He lets it rip. That goes off a body to the corner. Now to Raquel. Across to Wotherspoon. He lets it go. That's off a body as well. Lands right back on the stick of Raquel, and that shot went wide. And Matthew Tkachuk looks to break out. Erik Karlsson says, I'm not having any of that. And sends Tkachuk tumbling to the ice. Brian Rust is in. Fires from an angle. It goes off a stick to the corner. Collected now by Malkin. And the Panthers get it back. Forsling finds Tkachuk. Got it to Barkov. And Tkachuk snuck in, got a shot away, and that was turned aside and held by Shelovs. Highlighting Gustav Forsling, who's really become a defensive force for the Panthers, not going to lie. after being picked up on waivers from Chicago, I believe. And what a defensive dynamo he has turned out to be for the Panthers. Malkin knocked off the puck by Forsling, gets it back, gets around Ekblad, tries to get a shot away, and that's blocked. Now Sam Reinhart takes a hit, and they get the puck right back to the Panthers. Puck carried right back in by Igor Chinakhov. He's been an absolute gem for the Penguins after coming over from Columbus earlier in the season. I'd like to see him get an extension. He's played well with both Crosby and Malkin. Saves Shilovs. Plays it. And none of these passes are working, so no wonder I'm at 60%. As we're nearly halfway through the second period now, Pittsburgh still with a 1-0 lead. Looking to add to it. Maybe Ben Kindle can do just that. Creates some space for himself. Shoots, denied by Malcolm Subban. And Sam Bennett to Lostarinen. Now to Greer, lost it. Beautiful spring for Kindle. He's in! He just ran out of room. Had a glorious opportunity on the breakaway, but Subban shut it down. Penguin lays out, nicely done. And Erik Karlsson will dump it in. Crosby got to it before anybody else. Switches to the backhand, knocked off the stick. Dmitry Kulikov, who was a Penguin for a cup of coffee. Now is a Stanley Cup champion, two-time Stanley Cup champion. As he touches up. Looking at the goaltending matchups. Malcolm Subban and Archer Shilovs. Shilovs is 1-up so far on his counterpart for the Panthers. Rust trying to get around Seth Jones, and he does. Found some space, and then Subban took it away. Penguins get it back to the blue line to Gerard. Now Clifton with a bomb. He's found the back of the net yesterday and nearly did there. He opened the scoring, actually, if I'm not mistaken. In the previous, and Sidney Crosby gives the Penguins a 2-0 lead. The Wizard of Cross waves his magic wand and's got his 79th of the year. Just collected the puck off the wall, drove to the net, and made no mistake. And absolutely roofed that one. No chance for the goaltender on that one. Blake Lizotte wins a draw for the Pens. Got the puck back after Nola Chari brought it into the zone and then lost it. Shot scored! Blake Lizotte on the spot, and the Penguins have a 3-goal lead. Up now to Connor Dewar, he'll send it in. Collected along the wall by Achari. Drives to the net, denied by Subban. Panthers looking to get it out. Reinhardt. Do that, took the hit from Shea. Now St. Ivany takes the body. Still waiting for the return of Chris Letang. Hopefully it's not too much longer now. Malkin fires and scores! He's got a second! Having fun with number 71 as Evgeni Malkin has his second goal of the game, and the Penguins lead it 4-0. There's the big rig zone ability from Gino Machino. And puts it in far side. Now has 37 goals in one of his latter career seasons. And an excellent latter career resurgence for Malkin in this playthrough and in real life. Can't say no to, can't help but heap some praise on him there. Oh my God, what a shot by Shea. Shea gonna try it again, and Subban has to make a save in the dying seconds to try to get the Panthers back into this game, being down now by 4, as the Penguins put up 3 goals here in the second. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 20-12 in favor of the Penguins. Hits, 26-12 in favor of the Penguins. Okay, our passing percentage is a little more respectable. We're now being doubled up in the face-off dot, but I wasn't surprised by that. Huge hit by Carlson. Holy smokes. And there's the goal from Crosby, as we get to see the highlights. And with 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up, third period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. Oh, gonna have a goaltending change. Here's Felix Black. So the starting goalie was chased twice now. And this goaltending tandem for Florida, for me, just makes no sense. I don't understand how they don't have Bobrovsky or Tarasov, but whatever. It's what happens when you play these regular seasons. They sometimes have odd little quirks like this. Here comes Crosby to test Black. He makes a great save as he's tested early in the opening minute. I love how they're highlighting Malcolm Subban even though he's not in the game anymore. It's like, hey, buddy, you get one last hurrah after you got pulled. Puck rolled in and is collected now and knocked away. And now Wotherspoon lets it go. That goes off of the Panthers netminder and into the crowd as we take a look at Archer Shilovs when he's been under siege. Now Barkov. Nope. Beautiful defensive play by the Penguins, and Gerard is going to send it right back in and have it rim all the way around to Malkin. Looking for the hat trick, he didn't get it. He's got the puck again, though, and then lost it. As apparently 10 Panthers have the no contest zone ability somehow. Puck deflects off his stick. And Black is out to play it. Oh, man, what a hit along the wall. Puck comes free to Gerard. Denied by Black. Justin Brazeau lost the puck. Now Gerard in front scores! In the words of the late, great Mike Lang, I'll buy Sam a drink and get his dog one too, as the Penguins lead it 5-0. And you know what that means. We're ahead by a fistful. (13-14) to go in period 3. As the Penguins increase the lead. Justin Brazeau just got an assist. Now he's trying to get a goal, and Black is able to swallow that one and get the whistle with 12:08 on the clock. Another lost draw for the Pens. Puck kind of goes into no man's land and then is regathered by Jack St. Ivany. St. Ivany spinning off a check, finding a lane, he scores! Check out this new show, JSI Pittsburgh, as Jack St. Ivany finds the back of the net. And the Penguins now lead it 6-0. Guess it could be JSI Pennsylvania, but still. Puck carried right in for Rust. Ryan Shea with a knockdown on Losterinen. Ricard Raquel up to Crosby. And I don't know what happened there. Crosby tried to dump it in and couldn't control the puck. Now the Panthers come away with it. Puck deflected wide. And now Jeff Petrie, the former Penguin, gave it away to Crosby. Scores! 87 heaven, as the Penguins now have a 7-goal lead. Oh, man. A fresh pizza from Jeff Petrie. Crosby took it in full flight and then was able to find the back of the net. Drive! Dewar with a chance, and now pass across to Blake Lizotte. Up the left side to Achari. He'll dump it in, and the Penguins will go to work. Erik Karlsson collects it along the wall, tried to get a shot away, and the puck rolls in on Black. He'll hang on to 6:20 remaining. Penguins' upcoming schedule, as you got the Devils in Jersey, and then a home-and-home against the Capitals. We'll, of course, have these games for you. Evgeni Malkin won the draw. Karlsson put it high and wide. Wotherspoon Up now to Chinikov. Chinikov turning and shooting. He scores! Although, will this goal count? We'll have to see. It was waved off pretty emphatically. Not really sure why, but was there a bump? I mean, yeah, but the... Okay, no, that was actually a pretty decent bump from Malkin. I'll admit that. Fans a little frustrated here, but fear not. We're still up by 7. And we have under 5 minutes to go in the period, so I don't think we're going to blow a lead that badly. Chance and another save made by Shilovs. Malkin's got it again. He is on hat-trick watch. And he put it over the net. Chinikov. Let's it go. Rebound score! Malkin's got his heading! Just like real life last night, Evgeni Malkin has his hat-trick goal, is 1 goal shy of his current age, 39 years young. But what a beautiful play. Chinikov may have got a goal called back, but he drove the net, generated a rebound. Malkin made no mistake. And the Penguins now have 8 goals at least in back-to-back games. Just under 3 minutes remaining in this game. And it's definitely one, just like yesterday, that the Panthers would probably just as soon forget about. And now Anthony Mantha sends it in. Left it along the wall by Brazil. Lost it. Mantha's got it back. Tried to get it back to Gerard. Missed it. How did nobody catch the puck there? That doesn't make any sense. How did that happen? Now I'll take that, though. Connor Clifton in alone. Denied by Black. What a save as he sprawled to deny the defenseman that got a partial break. Puck rolls in on Shilovs. He's able to turn that aside. And the puck is dumped right back in by Ricard Raquel. Collected along the wall by Crosby. He's looking for the hat trick as well. Won't get it there, though. Ryan Shea. A bit of a hit to knock the puck away. How did nobody catch that pass? That is just absurd. Well, whatever. Let's take a look at Evgeni Malkin finding the net 3 times tonight. Goal number 1 when you got Forsling basically stepping on his own goaltender for some reason. Here's goal numero 2. And this beautiful rebound that Malkin was able to pounce on and put it past the mysterious Felix Black of the Florida Panthers. 19.7 is all that remains between the Penguins and a sweep of this back-to-back against the Panthers. Sidney Crosby gains the red line and dumps it in, and that is it. The Pittsburgh Penguins shut out the Panthers 8-0. Evgeni Malkin with a hat trick. Sidney Crosby not far behind with a pair of goals. Blake Lizotte getting a goal as well. Jack St. Ivany chipping in from the backside. And Sam Girard also chipping in from the backside as well. in this lopsided game. But it was Gino Machino cashing in 3 times at the casino to get the Penguins this huge win against the defending Stanley Cup champions. Take one last look at the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal 33-18 in favor of Pittsburgh. Hits 41-15 favoring the Pens. We could not get that passing percentage up as hard as we tried, but it's all good. We won where it matters. No penalties to speak of. And we got dummied in the face-off dot, but that's to be expected. Again, 8 goals at even strength and a shutout for Archer Sheilov, so can't complain. And with that said, thank you all for tuning into this episode of the VIG Lounge. Once more, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a Sunday fun day, everybody.